Thank you so much for joining me today. I was getting kind of itchy not doing any trainings or presenting in the last few weeks here. So you may have seen me speak at my ASHU or IAM, or maybe even been to your office before. I tend to get too technical. I run long and I mess up a whole bunch of times. So let's try to we'll try to keep it as clean as possible today. I wanted to show off a couple of things. If you're at home and you want to do some investigating on your own, I get asked about Snapchat and TikTok a lot. So I wanted to show off how to search on those two platforms with no special technology, no special plugins, no special add-ons, no special hardware, nothing. Anybody can do this from their desktop at home. And it might help you find some really good evidence on a case you may be working on. We've noticed here that and it's been published, that there are a number of new users to social media, people using social media for the first time, exploring social media to stay connected with their friends and family. And these people, quite frankly, they don't know how to use the privacy settings. So thankfully for us, they don't understand what they're doing and they're leaving things on the internet that they otherwise might not want to. We've also seen a big spike in the use of these two platforms, TikTok and Snapchat. So we'll jump right in with TikTok. TikTok is a platform to share short videos. So if we go to TikTok here and we'll refresh, you'll see some short videos going on. I like to go to Watch Now, which is kind of their trending page, and it's their page of the highest trending videos on their platform right now. You'll notice on TikTok that there's no search button. There's no search for user profile, no search by name, nothing. There are famous people that will publish their usernames on here and you can find them, but for the most part, you're just looking at trending videos in the community. We're going to get around that and actually show you how to search on TikTok using profile names or usernames you might have from, let's say, Instagram or Twitter or Facebook, taking those usernames and plugging them into TikTok and Snapchat to see if you can find more profiles. So let's find one here that looks non-controversial, nothing crazy. So we'll click on this person here. We'll make sure our music is off. All of these have soundtracks to them where they've got music and sound, so we want to make sure that we've got that turned off so we don't disturb everybody else in the house working from home. So let's click on here. We've got this person here. We've got her username. And what we want to notice here is that when we clicked on her from this trending up here, okay, so we went ahead and clicked on her profile, it's actually showing us her username right there in the URL, okay? And then it has question mark language English for English. We actually don't need that, so we can delete that question mark language English and still find her profile, okay? Pretty straightforward, no bio, couple pictures, not a whole lot of information on this page, but great example nonetheless. If we knew someone's username, let's say from Twitter or from Snap or from Instagram or from Facebook, we can actually plug it in here. And I'm going to use an awful example. I'm going to get a lot of crap for this, but let's type it in here. Justin Bieber. Okay, so we're going to use Justin Bieber, and since we knew his username, he goes by his real name on here, we just put @Justin Bieber, and we're in good shape. And that's really how you run a search. Any username you might have that you want to try, maybe somebody's Instagram, you can go ahead and plug it in here on TikTok. You know, John Smith 01, for example. There we go, nothing on there, and we can just start plugging in profiles. Tammy Jones, you know, 01. And we get Tammy Jones, and so we're putting in these profile names or these usernames that we're finding maybe on other platforms. So certainly a worthwhile search. Again, no tools, nothing else needed other than the web browser. I'll do some more technical videos on how to actually capture and download these videos. But just to search and see if you find anything, that's a great way to go. And if you do find something, shoot me an email. I'm happy to collect it for you too. So moving on, I want to show Snapchat because I get a lot of questions about Snapchat. It's changed so much over the last couple of years since I've been presenting on it. There's two main features here: the stories and the map. I want to show the map really quickly first. For anybody that's not familiar, the Snap Map shows posts from a geotagged location, and those posts are strung together. So let's say there's 50 people at an event. It'd be illegal right now. Let's say there's 50 people at an event downtown, and they all are posting the Snapchat map publicly. It would string those videos together, and it wouldn't show you what user it is, unless one specific user maybe had a tag on their actual video, which you can do to show their username. But if you zoom in, we'll go to Detroit down here and try to find something useful to click on. You'll see these little blue patches. These are just individual Snap posts. So if we go up here, and let's click on this one here just randomly. I apologize for any content ahead of time. Looks like someone driving a relatively old Cadillac down the expressway. So nothing too crazy there. 22 hours ago, Detroit, Michigan. very old Cadillac, then somebody with their dog, and again, no idea of who the actual user is on these. But you'll see in the URL we had longitude and latitude, not super helpful, but just something to be aware of. If you want to look at the snap map, you can zoom in pretty close to exact street corners and houses if you wanted to try to get some of those posts. So that's an interesting way to go if you want to give it a shot and mess around with that. But the other feature on Snapchat is this stories. Okay, stories is very much like TikTok, where you have public stories that people are posting to their profiles for everyone to see. They're available. If you had the app, they would come up a little bit differently. We like to work from the desktop because it's easier to record from the desktop if we do find something useful. And you'll see up here there is a search bar. Unlike TikTok, you can search. But let's try something here. We know that this is Kevin Hart. He's an actor. So let's click on him and type in Kevin Hart. You get no results, which is kind of odd, and the reason for that, and I'll show you, is that if we click on Kevin's profile here, his username is actually little swag79. So if you look in the URL, you have story.snapchat.com/s for search /little swag79. That's his username. So we actually have that. Let's copy that and go to search, and we still get no results. This is why the best way to search on Snapchat is to actually search by snapchat.com/s/the username, and boom, there's his profile. And we can throw different usernames in here. We'll try that Justin Bieber again, and you'll notice there's no @ here, so it's just /s/the username. Okay, so Justin Bieber. No profile there. Let's try something a little bit more common just to see. Tammy Jones. No stories for Tammy Jones. So I would be plugging in every username, every prefix of an email address I could possibly find on somebody to see if they've got a My Stories on Snapchat. Not a ton of people do share to the public Snapchat, but there are some, and with new users and people trying Snapchat and TikTok for that matter for the first time, we are finding a lot more profiles on these harder to find or harder to search platforms. And because we're seeing so many more profiles from more people using these harder to search platforms, one of the things that we're actually offering right now during our health crisis is some social media monitoring. We've noticed that some of the internet profile reports that we've turned in, the people have posted 10 times later that day. So we are offering weekly monitoring. We can produce reports weekly or monthly. At the end of the monitoring, you can set the monitoring for as many days or weeks as you'd like, or weeks or months as you'd like. Here's the web page for it. You can actually upload it if you want to. There's some of the pricing information down here, but you can actually upload that request right to our case request form if it's something that interests you. So feel free to give us a call. We're happy to help out with these, and hopefully we can collect some evidence for you in this duration of working from home. So thank you again for watching. I appreciate it, and hope to see you soon.